engineering experience. I have done my graduation from IIT Raipur, and after that, I have worked totally in Azure data engineering field for 8 years now, and I have worked with Data Factory, Databricks, Azure Synapse Analytics, and then I worked with Azure Microsoft Fabric, which is a very latest tool, right? So I worked on this particular tools and technology, delivered 8 to 9 projects in Azure data engineering field. Currently, I am working in Aldi Sud as Azure data engineer. There, I am handling all sort of a migration project related to Azure data engineering, the daily like data quality check and supporting. I am supporting the data analyst and data scientist for their work. So this is about me, right? What we will do in today's course curriculum is basically, first of all, as I believe the people who are here are either eager towards switching their career into Azure data engineering field. So probably um, the people who joined today are the people uh, who are in a different background. Probably you are in the Informatica background or a Power BI background, or or suppose you are from the database background, right? And then you want to switch into the Azure data engineering field. So the people who are from the Power BI background can type uh, yes in the chat so that I know, or type Power BI in the chat so that I know the general audience who are from the Power BI background. And if you are from admin background, just type in the admin in the chat. Database background, just type database in the background, database in the chat so that I understand that what's the general audience. So just a one word about your profile would be enough. So can you please do me a favor to just type in the chat from which background you are, just to understand the general audience today. Data science student, admin, yeah, data science admin. Yeah, so please type in the chat so that I can generally understand what's the audience. Data science student, Power BI, graduated, just graduated. Yeah, so different people, like, and the generally the general audience who come for the for this kind of a training are from this particular background. Either they are from the Power BI background, or they are from the Azure admin from the Azure admin background, or the database administrator, right? Just graduated, and they want to learn about the Azure data engineering, right? So that is what they target for. Now, how we will go about it? So we will first of all understand um, why of Azure data engineering, like why we should learn about Azure data engineering. That we will learn first. Then we will learn uh, like how you can approach it, like what sort of a project you can do, what are the tools you can focus on. And then we will basically focus on, like, so we will first answer the why, then what, and then how, right? So that is how we will approach this particular training. So I will go about first of all introducing the why, that why you should focus on Azure data engineering, and why it's so trendy right now. That we will learn first. And then we will learn about, like, what are the tools and technology you can learn for Azure data engineering, like whether you should learn about which coding language you should learn, what are the tools you can learn, whether you should start with Data Factory, or you should start with Synapse Analytics, or you should start with Databricks, or you should start with Azure Fabric. Like all of those things we will answer first. And then we will basically go for how, right? And what are the certification you can do. So we will structure in this particular manner. So let's start with, first of all, why of it, right? Why basically data engineering is important. So this is how we will design our whole structure, right? So about me, then why we should learn about data engineering, what's the future of Azure data engineering, the people sometimes ask me that, hey, where do you see the future? Like, what's the future of Azure data engineering, right? Whether it's trendy or not, and those things, right? Who should learn for it? Like the admin or the Power BI, who are the target people who should learn the Azure data engineering, right? Uh, and then what are the tools and technologies? So guys, please mute yourself. If you just joined, please mute yourself. If you have any question, I will, and after every section, I will give the break so that you guys can question, right? So please keep up the flow, because the audience is like there are 70 to 78 people today, right? So uh, just to give the flow, after every section, I will stop and I will give you chance to speak up. Okay, so you can ask questions as well at the same time, right? So for 5 to 10 minutes. So this is how the general flow will be. We will first answer the why we should learn Azure cloud engineering. What's the future of it, and like who are the people who should learn the Azure data engineering, right? What we should learn. What is the toolkit, right? What is the toolkit? What are the tools we should learn, right? And how should we learn, right? So what are the projects which you can do? What are the certification to do? What are the salary range you can expect, right? And what's the like different course you can choose for, right? So this is what we will target, right? Now let's start with why we should learn the cloud in the first place, right? So let's start with why. So when you basically in the past days, uh, when like so let's talk about like in very simple terms. So I used to use the pen drive, the CDs, those things in the past, right? I used to use them. I have many CDs in the past. I used to borrow it from my friends and watch some sort of a movies, right? And then we have some sort of pen drive in which you store the data. You have many hard disks in which you store the data. Now we no longer use those devices and no those pen drive, those CDs and everything, right? We don't use them. And why we don't use them? Because like suppose if I purchase a hard disk today, right? I feel like I need to maintain it, right? I need to upgrade it, or it can be corrupted. I have a fear, right? Because basically the maintenance will be done by me. If that particular hard disk or a pen drive is full, I need to go to the market, purchase a next pen drive, right? That is also a hectic process to do, right? So as an individual, I basically now prefer to upload my data in Google Drive or in Google Photos. I prefer to upload my like, and I can easily, so suppose if somebody asks me, like suppose Shiva asks me that, hey Abhishek, can you share me some sort of a slide with me on some sort of a photos with me? I can easily share with him, right? It's very easy for me to do that. That is why as an individual, like we are shifting towards the cloud, right? That is why we are shifting towards the cloud. Same with the company. All the companies are basically moving their data to the cloud for the same reason that the maintenance is very easy, right? The maintenance is very easy. Everything will be handled by the cloud service provider. The upgrade is very easy. It's easy to collaborate, right? So that is why from 2016 to 17, there's a big shift in the cloud demand right now. Okay, that if you think about it, like we are not using cloud, right? So think about big companies. For them, it's more difficult to handle their data. It's more difficult to uh, like collaborate between the team. It's more difficult for them to maintain it. That is why they are basically moving their data from the on-premise to the cloud. Okay, and if when they are doing it, they basically need a person to do that, right? So that is why there is a huge demand in data engineering field per se, that they need data engineers now to, so suppose if you have some sort of a photo, right, you can just easily go and upload it, right? But when you have big amount of data located somewhere, then you need some sort of a pipeline which can daily upgrade your data, which can daily move your data, which can daily perform some sort of analytics on top of it, right? So it's very much uh, for all of this benefits, and also it's pay as you go, which means that the amount of servers and the amount of computation which you use, you need to pay for only for that service and only for that particular computation power, right? You don't need to pay for all. So the for all of this benefit, like pay as you go model, the storage, data loss and recovery, upgrade is very easy, easy to collaborate, easy to maintain, right? For all of this benefit, all the people who are from the using the on-premise services are moving their data to the cloud, and that is why people are looking for Azure data engineer, and it's very futuristic. Okay, so data engineering used to happen in the past as well. Data science also used to happen in the past. Data analysis also used to happen in the past, but everything moved into the cloud. Now everything is happening in the cloud now. That is why they need someone to help them in all of these fields, right? They need someone to help them in all of these fields. Now if you see the future of it, right? So let me show you a one particular slide which can help you to understand the future of the Azure data engineering. So suppose now if you just see the future of it, right? The cloud adoption rate of Azure is by now like it's 30%, right? So this 38% now. The Azure, the digital transformation is now increasing by rapid. It's 68% now, right? The cloud technology, the Azure Synapse Analytics is also increased, right? So this all of this figure shows that it's not only this, right? So I have many slides which can basically help you to understand the future of Azure cloud, right? So Azure market share. So we have different cloud player in the market. We have AWS in the market, which also offering you the cloud services. We have we have GCP as well, which also offers you the cloud services. Then we have Azure as well in the market. Now, if you see the job market as well, it's increasing um, like anything, right? Now, the salary range is also increasing because the demand is like the demand is more and supply is less, right? So because of all of these benefits, the cloud market is growing. Okay. Now, so people can say sometimes that, hey Abhishek, there are so many like the cloud player, right? You are also saying that we have Amazon, we have GCP, we have AWS, right? Which one to go for? Okay, I'm confused now. Now, if you think about it, every cloud is good, right? So AWS is also good, GCP is also good, Azure is also good. Now, if you ask me, okay, I am an Azure data engineer. I am in the market from past 8 years now. And from the opportunity perspective, I switched multiple job in India, right? If you see my LinkedIn profile, I switched multiple job in India. And even it's not like my company given me opportunity and then I came to Germany for a job, right? It's not like that. I directly applied from India to Germany and as a Azure data engineer role, and I directly got a job. So people basically, there are many students who come here for some sort of a studies, and then they apply, then they, because they want to move abroad. So if you want to move abroad, what do? You basically do masters in US, or you go for a some sort of a studies in Germany, and then you slowly try to get a job, right? So that is what you do. But what now, right now that the trends are changing, right? Now the trends are changing. Now people can basically, I directly applied here and then I got a job because there is a huge demand, not only in India, but across the world there is a demand. Okay. And why I feel that Azure had an edge, reason being that if you think about it, every company uses a Microsoft product, right? So if you just go to any company, they are using a Microsoft product. I have many people who are working in Google. I have many good friends who are basically uh, uh, like many people who are basically working with Google or Amazon, right? So that there are many people who are working in these companies, but they generally uh, like they also use a Microsoft product, such as they use Office, they use Excel, right? So there are so many good product of a Microsoft that you cannot ignore them, right? So they if you think about it, they have a like a very good integration with Chat GPT. Okay, so they are like very good partnership with Chat GPT, right? So that makes a Microsoft as a powerful company. Reason being, they are futuristic. Every company has to use a Microsoft product, so to market them as your product, it's very easy. And from the opportunity perspective, I never face a challenge now to either switch a job anywhere. Like suppose if I want a job anywhere else, right? I can. So there is a struggle anyways, but I think I can easily crack a job or get an opportunity in different places. Reason being, there is an opening, right? So you don't believe me, you just go to the LinkedIn, try to search for Azure data engineer, try to see the openings for it. You will definitely get an opening, and if there is an opening, there is a chance always, right? So that is why the cloud market is growing, and that is why the cloud market has a huge adoption rate everywhere, right? So it has a huge adoption rate everywhere. Okay. So yeah, so that is why the cloud is growing, and it has a huge opportunity all across the globe. Okay. So we understood why cloud is important. We also understood that what's the future of the cloud, right? And why Azure is important in such, right? Now let's understand uh, who are the people who should basically go and search for Azure data engineer job roles, right? So who are the like the people who should go for Azure data engineering? Let's understand that. So let me open another slide for it. One second. Okay, so basically, uh, the people who are in a Power BI background. Okay, so suppose if you are from a Power BI background, you can easily go and I have many students who are from the Power BI background and then looking for a Azure data engineering job roles. Okay. Then we have a Informatica people as well who are looking for like Azure data engineer job roles, right? We have SSIS developers as well who are looking for a Azure data engineering job role, because Informatica, SSIS, all are kind of a outdated technology now, right? And Power BI background, the people who are from the Power BI background gain more insight, want to gain more skill set. That is why they are looking for a Azure data engineering job switch, right? And then database administrator as well, learn for Azure data engineering for like skill enhancement, right? Not only this people, right? So these are the common people, but suppose if you are from a different background, altogether from a different background, suppose you are a fresher graduate, and you want to learn Azure data engineering, right? You can do that as well at the same time. And suppose if you are from some sort of a different like for example, you are from marketing background, right? You don't have any technical experience, then also you can switch your career in a technical field as a Azure data engineer, and you can do that, right? You can do that. I have taught people from marketing background as well, and they are able to switch as a Azure data engineer. Probably like my training program is for 2 months, right? But you can anyways basically uh, switch, learn Azure data engineering, give yourself time for 2 to 3 months. uh, Probably you need more time, like suppose if you're from a not from a technical background, so you probably need a bit of a more time, right? But you can anyways do that, right? So the path is very easy. The path is very easy. It's difficult, but it's framed, right? It's difficult, but at the same time, it's framed. Like what you need to do is you need to basically, um, which I will go through it. You need to learn certain tools and technology, and then you can basically go through it. You can invest 2 to 3 months amount of time, and then you can do it, right? So the Power BI people can enhance their backend skill set because they are from the front end background, so they can enhance their backend skill set, right? The Informatica people can basically relate with the additional the past experience which they have of the data migration. They can relate with that, and they can learn the Azure Data Factory workflows, right? And then if you are from a SSIS background, right, so you can also transition. So you can easily relate that these are the SSIS packages I used to use in SSIS domain. Now this is the background and this is the tools which I'm using in this particular Azure cloud domain. Now if you're from the database administrator background, you can easily learn Azure data engineering, and then you can enhance your skill set of database administrator as well, right? So suppose um, uh, and if you are, suppose somebody says that Abhishek, I'm not from all of this background, can I still switch? Yes, you can still switch. You can still learn. You have a given path for it. I will describe the path for it, how you can do it, right? But it's very much doable, okay? And it has a huge opportunity going forward. Currently, it's very easy to switch. Reason being, there are less people, high demand, but slowly the market will also become stagnant. Reason being that once, like, there are many people, right, so the market will become stagnant at the same time. So suppose if there is a one job opening of Azure, like data scientist, right, and if you just apply and go for a data scientist job, if just try to try to post the opening of a data scientist, right, so you will get 100 application for that. Reason being, there are so many data scientists right now that the field is so stagnant that it's very difficult to switch as a data if you want to switch as a data scientist, right? But as your data engineer has a good opportunity, and also like the field is flourishing right now, so it's easy to switch, right? Right now. Now I will try to basically answer uh, what is, like, suppose when we are saying Azure data engineering, what does it mean? Okay, what does it mean? That I will try to answer, right? So for becoming a Azure data engineer, we have a specific path for it, which I will describe you, like how you can target Azure data engineering field. And we do have a specific, like, a course material for that, right, which again I will describe you, like what sort of a course material is there and how you can target it, right, that I will describe you. Before that, we will also understand what does Azure data engineer mean, right, what I do on day-to-day basis. So you can say that, Abhishek, yeah, I am interested. Now you tell me, you try to describe me, what do you do, so that I understand whether I should go for it or not, right? So that also can be the question in your mind. Before that, I will take a break, right? I will just give yourself a chance so that you can ask questions. So we will just start at, like, suppose 5:37. Now let's take a break of 5 minutes, and then I will try to uh, answer a few of the questions, right? So if you have any question, just unmute yourself one by one, and then try to or raise your hand so that I can nominate people. So if you have any question, please raise your hand so that I can choose one of you, and then you can unmute yourself and then ask question, right? Anybody has a question, please unmute you, and then you can ask question, right? Or raise your hand. Please raise your hand, and then I can pick one of you. Yeah, so I can
Hello.
see. Yeah, Srikant, please raise your
Yeah,
hand so that I can pick one of you. Yeah, okay, fine. You can anyways speak now. Yeah, if you're unmuted
yeah,
already. Yeah.
yeah. Abhishek, I have some earlier you said Azure and the other cloud services like AWS,
Mm-hmm.
GCP.
Mm-hmm.
So are all those sharing the cloud and um, uh, everything remains same, or every cloud platform has different approach?
Every cloud platform has a different tools, right? So every cloud platform has a different tool, right? So suppose, but the method is same. The method is exactly same, but they have different tools and technology, right? Suppose in Amazon they have S3 bucket, so they have different tools, but the technology wise everything is same. Suppose um, Google offers, just in a very layman terms, Google offers Google Drive to save your photos. but you have Dropbox as well to save the photos, right? So both are fulfilling same purpose to save photos, but you have different services to do that. Now, if you want to migrate the data, Azure Data Factory is a tool which helps you to migrate data from one place to another in Azure cloud world. But Amazon has a different tool which can help you the same thing to move the data from one place to another. So you have different tools, but conceptually tool has the same job to migrate data, to store the data, but they have different tools ideally.
Yeah, yeah, got it. Thank you, Abhishek.
Okay, guys, any other question? Like, I guess Rajesh, you raised your hand, right? So please ask your question, Rajesh.
Yeah, hi Abhishek.
Hi,
So
Rajesh.
totally, I have around 8+ years of experience into this support, like SSCM
Mm-hmm.
and Microsoft tools, admin tools, patching and all.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
can I learn data engineering, or it will be difficult to switch to data engineering? So I just want to know.
So you are from the which background? Uh,
Admin, like server admin kind of.
yeah, so there are two things which you can choose, Rajesh. Okay, so just the people who are from the admin background, there are two things which you can do. One is in Azure as well, you have admin, right? So you have Azure admin, Azure,
Okay.
Azure admin, where their job is to do the admin work. Okay, so Azure admin, if you just go to, like, suppose, all of you can see my screen, right, guys?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay, so we have Azure admin, right? So this is the Azure admin, Azure administrator associate. What their job is to basically do the admin work. So when you're doing admin work in your on premise, you are doing some sort of a server detail, and then you are securing the infrastructure and all of that. Similarly, in Azure as well, you have this thing in which you basically try to secure your infrastructure. You try to make your infrastructure good, right? So that particular thing is there in the in Azure thing as well. So either you can choose this, or you can do Azure data engineering as well if you want to. Okay, so some people from the admin background, they feel that, yeah, this I want to grow my skill set from admin to data engineering as well, in which I want to manipulate the data. So you can choose Azure data engineering as well. In that case, it will be easy, but for that you need to learn some sort of a SQL, or any of a, like, suppose you are not so much of familiar about any coding language, right?
Correct.
So you need to learn some sort of a SQL or a Python, because data engineer need to do either SQL or Python here and there, right? So you need to do that as well at the same time, but you can do that. So many of the people actually learn Azure data engineering from the admin background. They do that. So either you can choose Azure data engineering, or you can choose Azure admin. It's your choice.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Yeah, so I think uh, Vanes, so I don't know whether I have pronouncing your name correctly, but Vanes, do you have like
Hello,
question? Yeah, yeah, yeah,
hello, sir.
please tell me.
Sir, actually, sir, my bachelor's background is BSc Math Honors. I did in
Mm-hmm,
2021. Sir,
mm-hmm.
after that, I had completed MBA in the field of business analytics. Sir, now I want to do Azure Data Engineering course. Sir, it is good or
Uh, uh, yeah, so you have done in MSc in which field? Can you please
no,
repeat
sir?
again?
Sir, MBA in business analytics.
MBA in business analytics. Okay, fine.
Yes, sir.
So my brother also done MBA in marketing, and then he is doing the data engineering with me. Okay, so he's also a data engineer now. So the
Sir, my
people who
question
are
is,
from the, yeah,
BSc background is matter. I think so.
no, no,
The
no,
technical background is compulsory for getting a job in
no,
engineering.
no, that's not the case. So now, only thing so suppose if you go to the market, if you search a job, if you have a bachelor degree and a master degree, I have seen many people who have a bachelor degree and master degree are working as a technical job, even in my field as well. So it's very much okay that if you have a bachelor degree and a master degree, and still you are working in a technical job, I have seen that, and it's very much doable. The only thing is you need to show some sort of a project that you are doing this, the multiple projects. You have done some sort of a project, and then you are suppose, uh, when you go to the job market, right? So people will ask you, hey, what kind of a project you have done, what kind of a certification you have done, and if you show that, yeah, I do have some sort of practical experience, by doing some sort of a course or by learning it from YouTube, then you can tell, yeah, this is the proof which I have, and then you can basically go and uh, get a job, right? So that is very much doable.
Sir, I have a good knowledge of SQL database also and
Yeah,
Power BI
yeah, yeah.
both.
So if you have that, then yeah, you can do that. So that's not a problem anyways. Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, guys. Any other question? Anybody has any question?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah.
After the 2 months of course,
Mhm.
so will you be also helping us to crack the course of the Azure Data Engineer, the certification course too?
Certification course, what I will do now, after doing this particular course curriculum, I will give you the sample papers, which you can go through it, which you can learn it, which you can practice it, and then you can basically go and appear for the exam. This is how, yeah, so just to answer your question, after doing this course, I will give you the sample papers to help you. And most of the question will come from those sample paper, like 60 to 70% of the question will come from that sample paper as well. This is how I will help you.
Is it the get starting to cloud or data engineering certification?
Data engineering certification. This is a certification which you are aiming for, right? This is the
Associate.
certification, right?
Yeah.
Associate certification, right? So if I show you, just to show you guys, I basically done this particular certification a few days back only. So this is my certificate. Yeah, so I have done it on 17th of June. This is the certification which you're talking about, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this certificate I do it every year because I want to get handy with the tools and technology which is going in the market. So I can help you to do that because I have done it every year. I do it. So the best way to prepare for it is by doing the mock papers, which I will give you, which I also practice it. So yeah, so this is how basically you can also target for it.
The data bricks, the concept data bricks, is it only applied to Azure cloud, or can we also apply the data bricks concept to even other GCP and AWS cloud?
Yeah, so Databricks is a separate entity. Databricks is a separate company. This Databricks is a separate company which is founded by Apache Spark creator. Now so now every cloud provider felt that this particular platform is very good, right? So they integrated Databricks with their platform. So you have Azure Databricks, you have AWS Databricks, you have GCP Databricks, GCP Databricks. So you have other, like, Databricks is a separate company, not the company of Microsoft, but they have integration of Databricks. Like, suppose if I founded a good company and I have a good offering, then everybody opted my services.
Okay, so what about the other services like Kubernetes, Docker? When different companies have the requirement, they also ask Informatica multiple tools requirement, Redshift. Will you be teaching all these services?
No, 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 no. I will not teach all of this, and nobody can teach all of this. So suppose, like, I am basically a Azure guy. I can only teach you Azure, and for you, I also don't recommend. So sometimes people come to me and then say that, Abhishek, I want to learn all the cloud now. Uh, so it's not good away, guys, because you are learning, you are starting on a field, right? So take baby steps. Take one cloud, learn that cloud, learn one particular tool first, then learn a second tool, then learn a third tool, and also in a given particular pathway. Okay, don't grab around here and there many tools, because it will confuse you ultimately. And if you go to the job market, if you see the job description, they will also confuse you, because the people want a particular person which they can do everything. Like, so in the job description they will write, hey man, you should learn Scala, you should learn Python, you should learn SQL, you should know Docker, you should know CI/CD pipeline, you should know data engineering as well, you should do some sort of modeling as well. Then you will think that, Abhishek, what should I learn? Because they are saying everything. So there is a specific path, right? For a data engineer, you should choose the tools which I will tell you, like next section is that itself. So there is a specific path as per the specific salary range which you can choose for, okay, and accordingly you should follow that particular path. And in the start, this is how you should start, okay. So if you go to the YouTube as well, you will get many of the course, and that might confuse you. So I will describe you the specific set of a path, a specific set of a project which you can do, and then you should target that itself first, then get a job, then if you want to learn more after that, you can learn that, right? But don't focus on learning everything and getting a job, otherwise that will confuse you, okay.
Okay, like what is the orchestration tool that you
Yeah, I will. So I guess you are asking more of a future question now. So please wait for some time, and then I will I will describe all of the tools, right? So then it will answer your question. Okay.
Sir, how much of Apache Spark or Hadoop we should know before we start learning about data engineering?
Uh, so you shouldn't start with Apache Spark first. You should know some sort of a SQL and then Python, some sort of basic coding, and then you should start learning Apache Spark. Not like very detailed Apache Spark is not required in the initial phase. You should know tools and technology first. What are the tools and technology? So I think now we are anyways going to the next section, guys. And also I think I need to also move due to the time limit. So please wait for some time. Let me describe you the tools and technology needed for Azure data engineering, right? And then if any question is there, then you can again ask me. Okay, so please wait with your question because we need to move ahead with our agenda. Okay, fine, guys. So what is the next section? Next section is basically this. Okay, one second. Okay, so what we are targeting next, we are basically targeting this, in which we will know about what is the Azure Data Engineering Toolkit, right? Please mute yourself. Azure Data Engineering Toolkit, and what are the tools you should learn, and what is Azure Data Engineering. So let's try to basically understand what is data engineering. Okay, so when we are saying data engineering, what is that? Okay, so I don't know. So sometimes there's a confusion with that itself. So I will just try to describe you what is data engineering. Okay, that I will describe you now. Before that, I opened this particular window just to show you, uh, like currently I'm starting a batch on 30th, right? So if anybody wants to get a specific path, you can check out this particular course curriculum, right? Go through it. What are the tools and technology you should learn? I'm not saying that you should buy this, but if you want to learn something, this is the path you can follow. You can just go to the YouTube and then follow it, right? And if you want to enroll for it, that's okay, right? Now what I will do now, I am opening the what is data engineering. Let's understand that. What is data engineering? Okay, so I will try to make a simple diagram which can basically explain you what is data engineering. So suppose let's take an example of Walmart. Now Walmart, now like suppose I am uh, like a particular, I got a requirement from the Walmart, and what Walmart wants to do, Walmart wants to um, make some sort of a dashboard. Okay, so they want to make a dashboard.
हे ठेवून दे मम्मी अजून कोणाला लागलं तर आटेची आई काय बोलली
Okay, so what Walmart wants to do, Walmart wants to make a dashboard. Okay, so let me yeah, what Walmart wants to do, Walmart wants to make a dashboard, and they want to present certain KPI here. They want to basically present like sales per business unit. What is the sales per business unit? Or sales done by sales per product. Okay. Or they want to understand sales per product, sale per business unit, sales per employee. Okay, they want to understand all of this KPI. Now they said we want to make some dashboard. Okay, in Power BI, we want to make some dashboard. And Walmart said we have the data in on-premise. On-premise means not in cloud. Okay, so some legacy system, they have some data in the SQL Server, for example. They have the data in the SQL Server. Now, Walmart hired particular people to help them. Okay, and they said this time we want to present all this particular data in Power BI so that it's basically easily to share, and also we want to move all of the data to the cloud because it's futuristic because of the disadvantages. Okay, now what they need a data engineer who can help them to move the data to the cloud, be it any cloud, right? So suppose I am taking example of Azure cloud, they need some people to basically move their data to some sort of a cloud, which means, like, suppose I'm taking example of Azure cloud, right? I am trying to describe data engineering, right? So okay guys, I'm not again trying to describe Azure data engineering, but I am trying to describe data engineering in general. What is data engineering? So they need some person who can basically extract the data, extract the data, okay, extract the data, and then you can basically, after the extraction, once you extract data, means once you move the data to the cloud, you also need to transform, means you need to some sort of a, like, apply some sort of a operations to join. Suppose you have many data points here, right? So you have like the customer data, you have customer data, you have also, like, suppose employee data, you have suppose business unit data, right? So to basically present this KPI, you need to combine, right? You need to combine. Without combination, you cannot do it, right? So once you extract, the second thing is you need to transform all of it, right? Transformation also will happen in the cloud itself. Transformation will also happen in the cloud itself. Okay, so you will try to transform the data, transform, extract, transform, right? And then after you do all of this, you will try to load the data to some place, right? So what is data engineering? Data engineering is nothing but extract, transformation, and load, right? That is what is Azure data engineering, right? You basically, now, as a day-to-day job, what you will do? You will basically work on extract, transform, and load, extract, transform, and load. You will also work on data quality check, because when you're loading the data from one place to another, something can be not loaded properly, right? So suppose, I will just give you example. Suppose if you are moving your luggage from Dunjo, or like suppose some porter, or you're using some sort of a tool which can help you to move your luggage from flat A to flat B, right? Some of the luggage can be missing, some of the luggage can be broke, right? Similarly, when you're moving the data from one place to another, the data can be broken, the data can be bad, right? So data quality we need to maintain. It's a very big much challenge for the people to maintain the data quality. Then data pipeline optimization, which means when you're moving the data, the optimization is also a big task, right? Suppose how much time your movement is taking, right? Data pipeline optimization you will do. Then you will do feature, right? So suppose you made this KPI. Now suppose somebody says that, Abhishek, I don't need this, I need this, right? I want suppose with sales, I also want the how big my store is. That kind of a data I want, right? So feature improvement, right? Feature improvement also you will do. So all of this will be the part of a data engineering, data extraction, transformation, loading, everything is a part of a data engineering, right? What you will not do, okay? What you will not do. Now securing the whole infrastructure is a part of a Azure admin, okay? So you will not do that. Securing infrastructure, Azure admin will take care of securing all the infrastructure, okay? Azure admin job is to secure all the infrastructure, right? Azure DevOps, so you will not do this. You will not basically work on this. You will also not work on Azure DevOps, which means you will not work on deployment of your pipeline from one environment to another environment. That you will not do. Azure ML engineer is not your job. Okay, sometimes people come here and then say that, hey, do you teach ML engineering? No, I don't teach data ML engineering. I will just teach you data engineering. Okay. So, and you shouldn't focus on admin, DevOps engineer, right? All of that you shouldn't focus on. You should just focus on Azure data engineering, right? And because when you go and search a job, you should know what is needed. You shouldn't know everything. You should know what is needed. And I work on day-to-day basis on Data Factory, on Databricks, on Synapse Analytics. So I know what is needed because I'm doing a job from 8 years, right? So please trust me. All of this is not needed, right? So though in the job description you will find like, yeah, CI/CD pipeline, and then you do networking, security, all of that, but people want someone who can do everything, right? So they write everything. It's good to know if you have more knowledge, but when you're starting, you cannot learn everything, right? So you should focus on what is important. You should focus on that, okay? Not focus on everything, right? Now this is the actually the data engineering in which you can basically work on the extract, transform, and load, right? And what are the tools you should focus on now? What are the tools you should focus on now? So let me open the toolkit now, okay? So this is the Azure Data Engineering toolkit in which you should focus on Azure Data Factory, Azure Synapse Analytics, Azure Data Lake, Azure SQL Database, Azure Databricks, Azure DevOps. Okay, so this is the starter tool which you should focus on first. Okay, Data Factory, Data Lake, Data SQL DB, Databricks, Synapse Analytics, and Azure DevOps. This is basically a starter tool which you should focus on because I basically work in my 8 years 95% of the time on this particular tool because I worked. That is why every data engineer is working. So I am working with many companies from 8 years, right? So I know these are the main important tool you should focus on. You shouldn't focus on networking of these tools, how to. So in none of the project I created this tool. Your job is to not create this tool. Your job is to work on this tool. Okay, so you shouldn't focus on like going to the portal, creating all of these tools, right? You shouldn't focus on that, right? So you should focus on working on this tool, how these tools can be used. That is what you should focus on. You shouldn't focus on the networking security of this tool, right? So this particular tool will be given to you. You will do the development on top of it, right? But you shouldn't be worried about how to do networking, how to do the security, how to do the CI/CD pipeline, all of that you shouldn't focus on, right? And at the same time, you will get many of the like people who are in the market who have written like, yeah, man, I will teach you CI/CD pipeline, come learn with me, and then they just teach like 1 hour of CI/CD pipeline and then they tell, yeah, you know CI/CD. Believe me, if you just do that particular one thing of CI/CD, 1 hour of CI/CD pipeline, you cannot implement the actual CI/CD pipeline in the company, right? It's very difficult. So CI/CD is a separate thing, separate topic, separately learned. That's the job of a DevOps engineer, right? Not like a job of a data engineer. Okay, so you will not do data admin, you will not do like the ML engineering, you will not do, you will should focus on Azure data engineering, or you should focus on the tools which I have just explained, right? The toolkit which I have explained, you should focus on those uh, toolkit instead of focusing on everything. Okay, so what you should focus on? You should focus on these toolkit, right? Now, if you're in the advanced section, right? Suppose if you learn all of this, if you learn all of this single each one of this, right, in a proper manner, right? Then you should focus on these things, right? Which is stream analytics, SD Insight, streaming. So you have learned the batch processing. Now you can focus on the stream processing, PostgreSQL, MariaDB, all of this you can learn, but it's again like 7 to 8 years of experience. If you want to show, then you can, if you learn all of this, then 4 to 5 years of experience you can easily show, and then you can basically master all of these tools and technology, right? Now what I was showing, that we have a dedicated course structure exactly for this, right? So this is the course structure which I am starting on 30th of July, which basically include all of this data factory, advanced data factory, right? And then the study material, right? And then Databricks, right? And then the Synapse Analytics. We will also learn the DevOps. We will do 3 projects, right? So it's a end-to-end course structured, designed just according to this toolkit. Okay, just according to this toolkit, it has been designed in that particular manner, right? So this is about the data engineering. What is data engineering? Extract, transform, load is all about data engineering, right? And what are the tools you should focus on? That is about that, right? And then after this, right, what are the projects you can do? Let's understand that. What are the projects which you can do? Because ultimately, the course, the best way to learn is to pick some tools, then do some project, right? That is the best way to do it, right? Now, how you can basically approach the project, how you can approach the project. So I will just describe you multiple projects which you can do, and then we will take a stop, and then you guys can ask me the question again, right? So I will just try to describe you the projects now. Give me a moment. Okay. So as I was trying to describe you, right? So these are the projects which you can do, right? These are the projects which you can do, in which you can basically give me a moment. Yeah, so these are the projects. These are the projects which you can do, in which these are the project which you can do, in which like you exactly do the same thing, right? You exactly learn the same thing here, which I was describing you guys in my, one second, where is that? Okay, anyways, let me open this, right? So here we are exactly the same ETL part, okay? Extract, transform, and load part. Extraction of the data from one place, moving the data to the blob, right? Data movement, right? Using data factory, data movement from one place to another. Then doing the transformation, which is transformation, extract, transformation, load, right? One project using data factory. Now the another project using same thing, extract, transformation, loading, right? Using Databricks. Using Synapse Analytics, exact same thing, extract, transform, load. So we will do 3 projects using Data Factory, using Databricks, and using Synapse Analytics, which basically help you to use these tools and technology, then write projects, which I have done in my company. Okay, so this project is not like some sort of a like basic project or anything of that sort. This project is a foolproof plan to basically crack the job, right? So it's basically designed in that manner, because I am doing the job day-to-day basis, so I know what needs to be learned, and I have framed it accordingly. I have framed in exactly same manner, that we will do the Azure Data Factory, we'll do the Azure Databricks, and we'll also do the Synapse Analytics, and through which we will actually learn how to crack the job, how to crack a job, right? So this is being designed the same manner, right? So in all the tools, you will do the extract. Suppose when you say that, Abhishek, I don't want to do this. So if you are picking up any of the course, if you're learning from the YouTube as well, try to learn in such a way that you are not learning a particular activity, right? You are learning a project. Try to learn in that manner, because company will ask you not, they will not ask you, hey, what is data factory? They will ask you what project you have run. So ultimately try to learn in a project manner instead of learning in a tool manner. Okay, and when you are doing a certificate, suppose some people come and then they say that, Abhishek, I have done this DP203 certificate. Can I get a job? No, you cannot get a job, right? You need to do the project if you want to get a job, right? So the people will the certificate will help you to get a interview call, but not a job will get if you do the project. Okay, so just do the project using data factory, using Databricks. Try to think about how you can do the extract, transform and load, which is actually a data engineering job. And then go to the market, and then in your resume try to write how you have done the extract, transform and load, and then try to find a job, right? That's the best way to find a job. Not learn a tool, do the project by using these tools, right? To get a job, right? So this is actually a course curriculum which is being designed in that particular manner. And if you see who can do this particular course, and if you just go to the course curriculum, you can understand everything. But who should do this particular course? The individual who has zero prerequisite. If you have zero prerequisite, you can do this course. The beginner can do this course. If you are like just from informatica background, you can also do this course, right? So it's been designed in that particular manner itself, right? So let's again go back to the topic which we were discussing, right? Just to be in the topic zone itself, not to discuss like much of a course thing, right? So suppose here we understood what is the toolkit. We also understood what are the tools you should learn. We also understood the course curriculum we should follow to learn it, right? We should follow to learn it. Now if you have any confusion or any doubt related to the course, related to the ETL, extract, transform and load, if you have any confusion with respect to what are the tools to learn, you can ask me now if you have any confusion. Yeah, guys, anybody has any confusion? Now the next section will be what certificates you can do, what are the salary range you can expect, right? So next section will be that, right? So what are the salary range you can expect, what are the certificate you can do? Next section will be that. So if you have any question related to the course itself or related to the ETL, related to the toolkit, you can ask me.
Hello, Abhishek. This is Srikant.
Yes, Srikant.
Is it audible, Abhishek?
Yeah, it's audible, Srikant.
So, while you said practicing, so if you join, how, because for trial period Azure, we have only like by using some other, we have 30 days of trial period approximately. But how should we practice that in why after joining in that 2 months of period,
So
or
what you
even
can
after
do,
that?
yeah, so how to practice, okay? So how to practice is we can make in a portal.azure.com account. So suppose in my batch, it's also like we take limited students, okay? We only take 20 students. So we generally collaborate between each other, okay? So I don't have a big batch of 100 students because I do it up as a part-time. So I take limited students whom I can learn and whom I can grow. So we take only 20 students and then we collaborate among each other. So suppose if suppose you, Srikant, created an account of 1 month, okay? Now you can basically collaborate with me or two students with whom you can share your subscription, in which you don't need to give your email ID. You can work as a company, okay? Suppose in my particular environment, I am working with all of these students, okay? Let me show you that. So I can just go to any of my students and work with him, help him, support him. That I can do. Like suppose Uday is working with me, Pragati is working with me, Kanika is working with me, Rahul is also working with me, Narayan, Kamlesh, Pawan. This all of these guys are working with me. So you can suppose we have 20 students, so we can create 4 accounts, and each one of them, suppose we have 4 accounts, right? So now every one of us can work each other. work with each other, and then next month somebody else can create an account and then you work in that account, right? So we can collaboratively work. Now suppose somebody says that, Abhishek, I want my private space, right? I'm not like the guy who can work collaboratively because I'm working in US, and then like suppose anything random can be the reasoning, right? So now suppose if you say that, Abhishek, I want to work collaboratively, then also after 1 month subscription is so suppose you can get a free 1 month subscription, and after 1 month you can upgrade your account. So suppose I use the pay as you go subscription, and I generally pay 2000, 1500 as per how I am teaching for a month, right? It's not so costly. It will cost you approx like 500 to 1000 rupees a month. So suppose I am teaching so many students, right? So for me it's costing me like 1500, 2000 kind of, but for you it will cost you 500,000 rupees if you just want to learn. Because like so this is how you can go. Either we can collaboratively work, or you can use your private account but you can upgrade after 1 month, or you can use your any credit card. So suppose in when I started working with Azure, I basically used all of my friends credit card. Okay, so all of their credit card is expired, then I thought of now I need to pay because now it's too much. So I have basically used all of my friends credit card. So you can just you borrow your friend's credit card and you can work for 1 month. That also you can do. But if you want, you can upgrade. That's not so costly at the same time. If you want to learn like 500,000 rupees a month, if you can offer give that, then it's okay, but it's not so costly is what I want to highlight. Okay, does that answer your question, Srikant?
Yes,
Hi,
yes,
sir.
Abhishek.
Hi, sir.
Yeah,
Am I audible?
yeah, yes, you're audible.
Yeah. Sir, I'm Sri Jayakant. I have a
Yeah.
question that can you share some real world examples or case studies where Azure data engineering has made a significant impact? I request you to answer this question according to your experience, sir.
So where Azure data engineering has made some impact, right? Now
Yes, sir.
let's take my company example, okay? In my company, I'm working with Aldi Sud. So this is my company. Let me open. So yeah, this is my company. I'm working for this particular company. This is a just like a company which you have like Walmart or Reliance Jio, right? So they have retail supermarket everywhere. So Aldi Sud is a very big company. It they have supermarket just like this supermarket everywhere, right? So they have also a supermarket. Now their data is not uh, like they use the on-premise databases, right? So basically their data is not in the cloud. Now they are facing challenges. Reason being, they want a particular data to be shared among different people. They also want this particular things to be because they have a huge amount of data. They want to do big data processing as well, so that they can manipulate, gain insight, right? Now, what are the challenges they are facing? So suppose they have a retail super chain, right? So what are the challenges you can face in the super chain market? You don't know if there is this. These are the oranges, which you can see. These are the oranges, right? So you don't know how much orange I should place in this store. You don't know about it because you don't know how much sell will happen, right? You don't know about it. Also, you don't know because when you work in European market, you don't know that in a particular, so suppose in India what we do, we generally hire 10 people and then daily 10 people are coming to a store. But in European people, the the cost of because here you will not find so much of a people in a store working for you and showing you different stuff, right? You just go to the market, pick up something and come back to the cashier and then give the money and then leave, right? But in India you have many human power, right? But here you they try to keep less people. So you don't know in a supermarket at what time what people should be there. You don't know about it. Also, you don't know that what's the like which particular item is expiring on which date. Like you want some sort of a analytics on top of it, right? So what you will do, you will move all of this data to the cloud, in which it is easily shareable, it's easily maintainable, it's easy site, you can gain insight out on top of it, right? So we make daily report for our end customer, which is a store users, to understand how to manage, like what sort of a how much should be the allocation here, right? How much different material should be there, in which, so we also allocate that. Suppose sometimes you go to the market, right? You go to big bazaar, for example, you will see a milk bottle here, and very close to that you will also see a bread, and you will very close to that you will also see some sort of a material which can be, like, you can eat with tea, right? So those kind of a thing, it's not so easy to understand and do when you are working in such a big store having 200 product. So you want to understand what is the customer behavior, that if in a particular basket, if a particular person is picking up this material, then he's also picking up this material. So if he's picking up this particular tea, then he will also pick up this particular thing, right? So that kind of analysis take time. So data engineering will basically help you to manipulate, understand, give all this data to data scientists, data analysts, so that they can solve all of this problem, to do basket analysis, to also do the sales forecasting, to also do the analysis of the different customer, what is the different customer behavior. So it helps you to solve all of these problems actually in the in a retail chain, but also in the healthcare chain, it helps you to solve all of this problem, right? So different domain have a different problem, but it helps you in all of this, solving all of these problems actually. Yes. Does this answer your question, guys? Okay, so next question, guys. Anybody has any question?
Sir,
Hello.
Yeah.
Hi,
Yeah,
hi,
Ravi.
Abhishek.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm working professional. I'm working in non-IT background,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm preparing for the data analytics. So, is it helpful for me to enter into the IT field?
Yeah, so if you're working as a non-IT field, then also you can enter to the IT field.
Yeah, actually,
And
I'm preparing. I'm gained skill in Python, SQL, and Excel.
mhm.
Actually, little bit I have a understanding in machine learning and deep learning concepts also.
Yeah, so that is the mistake which people do, which you are also doing. So you try to learn deep learning, machine learning, Power
No,
BI.
no. Actually, I have learned till machine learning only.
Yeah, don't learn everything, guys. So please, this is a very wise suggestion which I can give you, which I also done the mistake in the past. That people, what they do, they try to, if they want to do some sort of a technical change, then they will go and then they will start learning HTML, PHP, CSS. Then they feel that that's very difficult. Let's learn ML engineering. Then they will do the manual engineering. Then they will do. So don't hop around multiple things.
Yeah.
Decide one thing and decide. Just give yourself, so for to if you decide data engineering, just try to learn what is required for data engineering, right? So suppose if I am the guy who wants to learn data engineering, I will first focus on learning some sort of a SQL, Excel, basic SQL, Excel, and in the side I will also learn cloud tools, right? And then I will dedicatedly study for those 2 to 3 months, and then I will go to the market, search for the job. Otherwise, suppose in the past I have learned IML, so I do have a course which is totally into the. If I just show you my LinkedIn profile, 1 second. I do have a course which I have also done in data science, right? So I am like, I basically, let me show you. So it's very old, but it will be there somewhere. Let me check. Where is that? Projects, 5 projects. Okay, so let me open this. uh where is that? uh yeah, so if I open this, see, data science with SAS, it's December 2017. You able to see that, right? So I have
Yeah.
also done this data science course, and I don't do data science, right? So I do have this particular course which I have done from Jigsaw Academy back in 2017 after my graduation. So and then it's not like I don't do anything for this, right? So I do have a data science algorithm, I do have understanding, but I don't use this, right? So don't try to learn everything. Instead of learn what is required, prepare for it, get a job, right? So that is the best way to do. Instead of, so I was a data scientist before, then I basically got an opportunity in my current company of a data engineering field. Then I excel from there. I never looked back to data science because I found more opportunity there. But don't learn everything. Just try to focus on certain things. That is what I want to say. Yes.
So it will be helpful for, right, like to
Yeah.
enter into
Yes. Yes.
IT
It
field.
will be helpful for you. And IT background is very much easy to switch, easy to get a hike. So suppose if you have Azure data engineering experience of 3 to 4 years, you can easily crack a job like for 10 lakhs, 15 lakhs, 20 lakhs, which I will also explain going forward what is the salary range which you can expect. But when you are in the some sort of a like a business background, it's like you need to show number. It's difficult to get a hike there, like a big hike. But in the technical background, it's easy to get a good hike. Um, so that is why I recommend. So here also you can see no coding background required, new to Azure, right? It has a good growth, right? Who should take this course, right? Okay, guys. So any other question?
Sir, I wanted to ask that the Databricks itself is offering some kind of certifications for free, I guess. So
Yeah.
how valuable are those?
Yeah. Next section is certificate. So I will cover on that particular case, like what are certification you can do. So please wait for some time.
Also, I wanted to, sorry for taking this back again, but I don't know anything about Apache Spark or Hadoop. So still I can go for cloud engineering or data engineering positions,
Yeah,
right?
you can go for it. So in this particular course, I teach less of a Databricks and Spark, but it is very much like it's not very much required to know Apache Spark Hadoop concept to get a job in Azure data engineering. It's not required. Uh, though you can learn it, but very basic level you can learn it, but not like totally deep level knowledge required in Apache Spark. It's not like that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, guys. Any other question?
Yeah, I have a question. Like most of them are telling and migrating from Scala to Python or PySpark. What is your opinion on that?
Most of them are migrating from Scala to PySpark.
Yeah, Scala Spark to PySpark. So, what is your opinion on that? Uh,
So PySpark is widely used, so that is why the people. So when you go, so probably there is no performance difference and anything of that sort. But why people are moving? Because Scala is less used in the industry, less people know about it. So probably there is a that is why people are. And Python, it's built on Python, which is also like easily understandable. But I don't have any opinion in migration of Scala to PySpark. But if you just for a better maintenance, you can do it, but like not related to performance or anything of that sort.
okay, like what is the major difference between the Python and the PySpark?
Python and the PySpark, very good question. What's the major difference between Python and PySpark? So suppose what Spark guys did, like suppose let me open Spark. So Spark is a different framework, right? Now, whenever basically when this Spark has been launched, right? They thought that they can introduce a new language in which you can write Spark code. But what they done, they made a Spark integration of our existing languages so that you can basically use existing language, your knowledge on existing language, and you can write your code using uh, Spark, like PySpark API. So suppose, let me show you a simple example so that it's easily understood by you. So suppose if I'm opening Databricks, for example, suppose when you want to read a particular data in Python, you will write pd.read CSV using pandas data frame. But if you want to read a particular data in PySpark, how you will do it? You will basically write, let me open. Yeah, so here you will write spark.read. It's same, but you're calling a Spark API to read a data. So whatever you do, you try to call a Spark API, which is a like build on top of a Python. You will call a Spark API and then you'll write a PySpark code. But if you know Python, you can easily figure out. You don't need to learn PySpark separately. If you know Python, you can easily figure out how to work with PySpark. Here and there, few syntax will be there, but you can figure out. You will not write Python, you will write Spark plus Python. So suppose if you just go to PySpark, uh, Spark API for Python, or like, okay, PySpark overview. So here you will find different PySpark APIs, which is there, right? Which you can use. So they build. So suppose here you can understand what are the, yeah, so create a Spark. So everything will start with Spark, right? But in the, so see, pd.read CSV. If you want to read in pandas, you write pd.read data frame. But here you write spark.create data frame. So same, but bit of a difference, right?
Okay.
Yeah, guys, anybody has any question? Okay, let's move forward. Yeah, so I will take last question, then let's move forward. Anybody, like somebody muted, right? So somebody unmuted. Anybody? Yeah.
Sir, Databricks, GCP, AWS, and all these Azure as well. All these fall in the same category, right? Cloud platform providers.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
a
cloud.
Databricks is some different kind of entity from these three.
Different Databricks is a different entity. Suppose you opened a company and then everybody wanted to want to work with you, so they have an integration. So as suppose I came to you, hey man, can I integrate my services with you? So I have done an integration with you so that you are working with me. So kind of an integration they have done. So you have Azure Databricks and then GCP Databricks, which I have shown you, right? So this kind of Databricks is there, yes.
Yes, sir. So, could you just summarize in one or two line why why these big companies want to collaborate with Databricks?
Because Databricks offering you certain things which they don't want to develop by themselves, which has very good product. That is why they want to collaborate. So suppose if you develop something which is very good, so instead of, so suppose there's a WhatsApp, right? Why Facebook started using, why Facebook acquired WhatsApp? Because it's a good product. They don't want to they build by themselves. They collaborated. They basically started WhatsApp, right? So they have a good product which is built on Apache Spark, and every company collaborated with them so that they can use their services.
Okay, sir. Understood.
Okay, guys. So let's move forward. Now the next section is basically let me open. Yeah, so next section is certification, right? So we'll go through the certification now. We understood project, we understood certificate, yeah, so now next question is certificate. So let's understand what are the certificates you can do. Mm, So for Azure data engineering, these are the certificate you can do. You can start with the Azure fundamental then the data fundamental, then this particular certificate is free, Lakehouse Fundamental. You can get a batch very easily. Then you can do the associate, then you can do the professional, then you can do the data engineering certificate. This is in the last, reason being that once you get this, you have everything, right? So that is why it's in the last. Azure data engineering certificate is in the last. Okay, that is why it's in the last, right? Because if you are saying you are Azure data engineer, then you know everything. That is why it's in the last. But if you want to do directly this, that also you can do, right? So this DP AZ900 is a fundamental certificate which tells you generic, like what's the Azure fundamental, not related with as data engineering, but it's a Azure fundamental. What is Azure cloud? Data fundamental is basically related to data, right? Then this certificate is offered by Databricks, right? It's not offered by Azure, it's offered by Databricks, as Databricks is a separate entity. So if you want to do this certificate, you need to go to the Databricks and you can type like this Databricks certificate. And these are the Databricks certification. So if you go to the certificate data engineer, you can see this, right? Data engineer for professional. And this Lakehouse fundamental, AI generative fundamental, these are all are free, right? So you can do this. I feel so you can, these are all are free. And then after this associate certificate, you can do the last one, the data engineer certificate in the last, right? So what's the way forward? So you can basically start with data fundamental, Azure fundamental, data fundamental, Lakehouse fundamental. Then you can do data engineering certificate associate, then the professional, then the data engineer certificate, right? This is how you can wrap it up, right? Any confusion on this, guys? Anybody has any confusion on this? Okay. Now what we'll do, we will understand the salary range which you can expect. So what's the salary range which you can expect is, in India, it's a rough chart. It's not like it's a chart from my own experience, what you can expect, right? So in India, you can expect up to 10 LPA if you're showing up 0 to 2 years of experience, 3 years of experience, 10 to 20 LPA if you're showing 3 to 5 years of experience, more than 20 LPA if you're showing 5 years of experience, right? In US, similarly, 0 to 3 years of experience, you can show this much of a salary. Then 3 to 5 years of experience, you can show 70 to 100K. Then if you have more than this, then you can expect this, right? So this is a rough salary range which you can expect in UK and also in European market of 50 to 60K, 60 to 80K, and then more than 80K, right? And then in Dubai, you can expect this kind of a salary, and it's easily crackable, easily done, right? So the course curriculum which I am offering, this is the course curriculum which I am offering, which I am basically starting on the 30th of this month. This particular course curriculum is enough to basically give you the experience up to 4 years of experience. You can easily target, because all of the project which I have done in my 4 years, I have included in this particular project. So you can easily show like 4 years of experience using the and then you can do 3 projects with me. You can write this project in your resume, right? And then you can go to the market and then search a job, right? So, and you can expect up to what I told, right? You can expect up to the salary range which I just explained. You can expect up to 10 to, this is the salary range which you can target, up to 20 LP you can easily target. Now if you want more than that, right, then you need to learn more for that, but that is the second step. First you should do this particular course in which you should do 3 projects which I am highlighting, and then that you should take a second step. Don't learn everything at once, right? take a step, take do one particular course and then do the second course, in which you can basically learn Azure data engineering, in which you can learn about Azure Data Factory, Azure Databricks, Azure Synapse Analytics, and then you can do 3 projects, right? That is what you can do. So this is what the salary range which you can expect. This is what the salary range which you can expect in India, in US, in UK, and in Dubai, right? This is what salary range which you can expect when you are doing a data engineering job. And it's easily crackable if you are from a different background as well. Then also you can go and then target this particular thing, right? Any doubt on this, guys? Anybody has any doubt on this?
Hello. Yes, Abhishek.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like from can we expect any job assurance from this from this course?
So this question I got it very often. Job assurance. If can I get job assurance? Okay. Now see, guys.
So
I have
because we are asking means we are in non-IT, like you enter into the IT field means might be they will ask for the previous experience, but we don't have any experience in data engineering. That's why I'm
yeah. So job assurance means you mean that if you do this course, will you get a job? That is what you're asking, right?
uh, so
Or
can you
you
give
are asking that if I do your course, I will definitely get a job. You're asking this.
no actually we are able to learn and we will put the effort for to get the job, but we need some like from your side we need some assurance like not assistance or assurance anything for its fine sir, because we need
So
to
see,
render in.
I will tell you very honest opinion, right? Now this particular course is being designed in such a way that I am basically taking a small student group of students, which is 20 students. Now what we are doing projects, right? Which I have done in my company. Then we will complete all the 3 projects. Then also after the project, I will give you the certificate, which is this certificate, right? And then if you want Microsoft certificate, you can go ahead and I will help you to get that certificate as well. Then I will help you with the interview question. Then if you do all of this, and the people who have done all of this, which means they have done project, they have done all the homework which I have given them, they have done also like assignment which I have given them. Then if you do all of this, then 100% of those people got a job. Now if you put this effort and if you do this, because I also share job opening, if you are in the part of a community, I also share job openings. Now let me show you if I can. So if you apply for the job opening, you will get a call. So I am basically helping you to do the project, to write those project in your resume, because I will help you to write those project in your resume. Then I'm helping you with the certificate. Then I'm helping with the job opening. Now if you do all of this, then definitely you will get a job. Okay, but you need to do all of this. Now if you do all of this, then the people like actually got a job. So if you go to my testimonial, you will basically understand that like it's basically, now let me show you that. If yeah, so suppose now all of this screenshot, all of my students itself, I got a call from this, I got a call from this, I got a response from this, I got a response from this, right? This is just a job opening and job response that people got an interview call and then they basically got a job, right? So it's not like only the course, it's a end-to-end help till the time you get a job. And I'm telling you very honestly that it seems easy, right? So yeah, I will enroll for the course and I will just basically like yeah, I will study and then I will get a job. So but it's actually at the same time very difficult. So now if I show you my the current batch which I'm running, right? So this is the batch which I'm running. Now I will just try to open this, right? Now after every class I do the homework. After every class I will give you the homework, right? And then you have a recording as well. So you have a lifetime access of this recording. So after every class I will give you the recording and also I will give you the homework. Try to do the homework. And every class if you do the homework, after every class if you show me the homework, And after every class, if you show me all the assignment, and after every class, you give me all the interview questions. So I will also show you the interview question which I give. 1 second. Interview preparation, all the interview question. So Brilio, Calsoft, all of this interview question is prepared by me. So I appear for all the interview and then I give all the interview question to my students. So if you go here, let me open this. So all of this interview question is prepared by me, right? So if you prepare all of this interview question, then I'm 101% sure you'll get a job. But you need to do all of this, okay? And it's like daily I will teach you for 1 hour. You need to do the homework for 1 hour. You need to put some effort. So if you dedicatedly do it for 2 to 3 months, 4 months, then you will definitely get a job. But it's not like if I enroll it, can I get a job? No, you cannot get a job if you just enroll it. You need to put some effort, then you will definitely get a job if you do all of this. Does this answer your question?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you much.
Okay, guys. So now, anybody has any other question, guys?
Sir, is SQL only enough, or do we also need to learn NoSQL or some else
No,
kind
you
of
need to
data
learn
engineering?
SQL only right now. For now, you need to learn only SQL. You don't need to learn NoSQL, Python. It's good if you learn everything, but again, I will tell you the same thing. It's not required to learn everything in the start. You just learn SQL for now.
Okay, sir.
Okay, guys. So I think because there is a less of a students and we have only 15 minutes left. So what we will do now? This particular course, I am starting, as I told you that I am starting this particular course for like on 30th I will start this course, right? And the course duration is 2 months, right? Now I am giving a offer and this particular discount, right? Now if you enroll for this particular course in like just like suppose we are ending this particular course at around like currently it's I guess approx 10:30, right? So if you enroll this course before 12 p.m., if you enroll for this particular course, you will get a discount of 2,500, which means you can get the course in 17,500 if you enroll it before 12 p.m., right? Now, if you enroll for it till 20, like after, if you don't enroll for it in 12, like till 12 p.m., and if you enroll for it after 12 p.m., then till 24 hours you can get a discount of 1,500, right? So this particular discount, like so till 12 p.m. you will get a discount of 2,500, which means you can get the course in 17,500. And after 12 p.m., if you register till tomorrow, you can get a discount only for 1,500. And then like, so if you want to register for the course, just ping me and then register for it in 17,500 only. And then after 24 hours, if you register, like suppose if you don't register till 12 p.m. and if you register in next 24 hours, then you can get a discount of 1,500. And after that, there's no like offer for it, right? So if you want to enroll for it, please let me know and then ping me your detail, and then I will um, send you my details in which you can enroll for it, right? So if you want to enroll for it, just ping me now. I'm still here, right? And then I will help you in the enrollment process. And if you don't want to enroll for it, you can just like enroll later in the 1,500 discount. But if you want to enroll now, there's a discount of 2,500, right? So if you want to enroll for it, just like I am sending the details here, like so just ping me on WhatsApp. I will send you the detail, and I'm still here.
I have a question.
Yeah.
This course is for 2 months, right? So
Yeah,
how many recordings will you be provided? How many classes will you be engaging? Will it be on weekends or weekdays?
it will be only on so I will not take classes in weekend. I will not take classes on Wednesday, but rest of the day I will take the classes, which means Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday I will take the class.
4 days in a week?
4 days in a week, yes.
How many hours?
I will teach you about like 25 to 27 hours without including doubt session and anything. Now, sometimes people judge with the hours. So sometimes people will feel that, hey, Abhishek, somebody I found a training and then they are basically giving me 90 hours of training. Then how come like so don't judge with the hours. Reason being that they have 100 students in the batch. They take the class for 1 hour, 2 hours, and then they take the doubt session of 1 hour. They teach very slow because they have many students to cater, right? So don't judge with the hours, judge with the content. So you can check the content and then try to see whether some then you check the offering, right? So this is how it's a better way to judge instead of judging with the hours is what my
Okay, like
suggestion is.
what are the materials that you are providing? Can you uh, show on
Uh,
that? Like
uh,
recordings?
Yeah, so I will be providing you the recordings. I will be also providing you like the homework related to that. I will also provide you
Work in terms
the
of,
yeah,
are we supposed to, you'll be giving us the projects, right? Are we supposed to
yeah,
do those projects
yeah.
every
You are
week?
supposed to do the project. So we will do 3 projects together. We will do the 3 projects together, and then you can. So after the course curriculum is finished, the project will be with you, right? So you can just do the project. So project will be with you in the end, because like suppose when we are building it, I will teach you, yeah, how you can copy the data from one place to another. So you will also try to do the same thing. You will also copy data from one place to another. So every project we will build from the scratch, right? That is how we will do. So
Okay, and what
yeah,
are all the study materials that you'll be giving to crack the interview?
I will give you the interview question for all sort of like, so just I have shown you the folder, right? So I will give you all sort of interview question of different companies. Like suppose here you are able to see, yeah. So here you are able to see that the interview question of different companies, right? So you will be getting all of this.
Okay, so you will be giving the interview questions, and will you also be helping on the resume building sessions too?
Yeah, yeah. I will give you also the sample resume which you can use to prepare your resume. Okay, guys. So till as yeah, does this answer your question?
Yeah. Okay. So at the end of the month, so that is when we prepare the resume.
Uh, by end of the course, you will prepare the resume. And
Okay.
if you want to prepare prepare your resume in between as well, then also you can do.
So simultaneously, will we be working on the certification too, Azure certification?
Not
After.
simultaneously after the course, right? After the course, you can prepare it. Okay, guys. So till 12 p.m. you will get the discount of 2,500, which means you can enroll in 17,500 for the course, right? And if not, then like till 24 hours, like after 12 p.m. After 12 p.m. till tomorrow 9 p.m. The offer will be 18,500. Okay. So if you want to enroll for it, ping me on WhatsApp. I will send you the detail. You can enroll for it. Yeah.
Sir, can you please explain in short that how is ML ops engineering different from data engineering?
ML ops engineering is more of a machine learning engineering in which you try to decide what's the future like. So that is what is data engineering. Data engineering is basically helping uh, da- prepare the data. ML engineering is more of deciding what will happen in the future. That is what Azure. um uh, so ML engineering is deciding what's the future. Suppose somebody is asking what's the future sales forecasting, what will happen in the future. That is ML engineering. Data engineering is giving the data to to do that. So suppose, yeah, I will give am a data scientist to predict the future. I will help them to do that. So data analyst, data scientist will come to me, hey Abhishek, can you give me the data so that I can predict the future? I will give them the data till today so that they can analyze the data and then predict the future. That is what data engineering is.
And
Can,
also
can
creating data visualizations like is
That is data
part of
analysis.
the work,
That is data
data analysis.
analysis. Yeah.
So on jobs we are not asked to do
No,
regarding
no,
that, right?
no, no.
hey, hi
So
Abhishek.
after
Yeah,
data
hi.
engineering, is the next step is data ML engineering, is it?
After.
After data engineering,
Hmm.
the next step, further learnings, you told that we'll be doing the ML engineering, is it?
No, no, no. I never told that after data engineering you should learn the ML engineering. You should never learn the ML engineering if you are a data engineer. After, so data engineering, so suppose guys, do I know data engineering completely? No, because there is data engineering is also huge, right? So you can learn many things in data engineering. So suppose once you learn data factory, you can learn data factory, you can learn data breaks, you can learn stream processing, you can enhance your skill set in like admin side as well. So data engineering is also huge, so it's not like uh, limited. So there are many data engineer having 20 years of experience, still they are learning, right? So it's not like second step is that.
Then the library which is used in the Spark MLlib, so
Hmm.
that is related to machine learning, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah guys, so if you want to enroll for the course, please ping me on WhatsApp. I will send you the detail how you can enroll for it.
Abhishek, one question here. What is the time of the class going to be?
8:30 p.m. IST.
Okay, okay. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, guys. So if you want to enroll for it, please ping me on WhatsApp. I will help you to enroll.
Sir, if we don't have any prior experience with the SQL or Python, still we can enroll for this
Yes, you can
course?
enroll. Yes, so that is what I have shown. The prerequisite for the course is 0.
Okay. Okay, thank you, sir.
Sorry.